Hello, everyone. Thank you all so very much for watching us. Today, we're going to be covering Big Brother Season 25. Oh, Hisam.
Hyson. Oh my gosh.
Michelle?
Yeah, so we'll start with where we left off, which is actually eviction night. So we haven't talked about that yet. But speaking of Hyson, he's in the show, he kind of starts talking about, of course, you know, that their alliance is building. And Hyson talks to the older people in the house, and he's just like, look, nobody older ever really wins or takes the lead or whatever. So he wants the older people to get together and form something because the younger people are the handfuls. So they get together and make the professors or whatever. And Siri's like, I'm okay with Hisam taking lead on this alliance because they usually chop off the head of the snake first. So they and well, let me preface this. Of course, Kristen and Felicia, I practiced saying it, Felicia. They're still on the block. So when we left off, we talked a little bit about the N-word convo, but it hadn't aired yet. So we didn't know like how CBS was gonna handle it, if they were gonna cancel the eviction. We didn't know what was gonna happen. So they show the actual scene, and I sent you that clip or whatever. So they showed the actual scene. And when I saw it, it wasn't in an offensive way. And it sounds like in the past, the N word was used in an offensive way, like talking about Black people. This one was, he shouldn't have used the term, but it's just part of his vernacular, clearly, because he kind of, oops, you know, when he said it, it's just like what he says. And in the room, they showed Jared's reaction or lack thereof. But then they went to like the diary room where he was just like, I didn't know what to do. And so you're kind of thinking like, okay, I can kind of see where Jared may be coming from because when that situation comes, you don't want to be the angry Black man. You don't want to, you know, what do I do? So I could see that kind of. Now, when they actually show what happened, where they call Luke into the diary room, he's gone forever, and then they finally come out, and Riley was the HOH. She was like, you know, due to violating the BB code of conduct by using a racial slur, Luke has been removed, and there's a lot of shocked faces. Corey is not shocked. Jared is not shocked. And Heisem didn't look shocked. What did he look shocked? He didn't look shocked. However, he claims he didn't hear it. And
So
I'm
I
like,
saw Hisam's face. And you
yeah.
know, that might be his resting face. But he was like, he just kept
Yeah.
doing that. So how could you not have heard it?
And then Corey said something, and then they left out the room. And it was kind of, it could have been like,
As if they were talking about it.
yeah. And I could see if he had said, like, I didn't, I thought, I wasn't sure if that's what I heard, but he was like, he didn't hear it. Like, he didn't hear it at all. I'm like, brother, okay. Now, what upset me and my homegirls was that Jared, okay, Corey was like, we need to talk about this. And this would have been the perfect situation to kind of talk about it and talk through it and get people's reactions, especially so we can see it. Jared cut them off and was like, I don't think it's appropriate to do that without him being here and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, Jared, he better be glad he's Cere's son. Like, I was not, I don't know. To me, like, he's the worst of like, you want somebody there to help educate and, you know, root for the Black people, and he was not the one.
Maybe, well, okay, so you know, this is my thing. My thing is always I'm trying to look at it from the other perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not educated enough to lead a discussion like that.
He wasn't leading it. Corey was leading it. Corey was
I
like,
mean, no. I'm not discounting anything that you're saying. I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying maybe he knows he's not educated enough to lead a conversation like that.
That could be it. That could be it. But to me, like, I don't know. I feel like that type of situation, people, I know they talked about it because, but they cut the live feed, so we don't know how they reacted. I'm sure they talked about it throughout the night, and I would like to see what Siri had to say to her son about that or whatever. But it was kind of like, and I mean, I understand you don't want to be the token person to speak for all of the Black race, but it's at least a time to say something or at least let them say something. But I don't know that I've been side eyeing Jared ever since.
I do agree with that. With the last thing that you just said, and that even if you don't have the words to express how you feel in that particular moment, let everyone else say how they feel in that particular moment, just for no other reason, just to what you gonna say, how
Yeah,
you gonna say it.
right.
Let me know how you really feel.
Exactly. So at the end of this announcement, they mentioned that the live eviction was going to go forth like it was supposed to. And so I was watching a live eviction and thinking like at any point they're going to cancel it or they're going to say, oh, just kidding, or like, glad y'all voted, but we just playing. But they did not. Like they went through the entire eviction and they should be embarrassed for themselves about Matt during this eviction. Y'all know y'all got a deaf person in there and he can't. So I'm thinking because in the live feeds, so he must can hear a little bit. He must can hear a little bit because he talks to people and they are not in front of his face and he can still hear them. So
Yep.
I don't know. He must can hear a little bit, but he didn't hear enough to get out that seat. I was like, you
I
remember
mean,
he
he
just
just said that. Like, who? Okay, so if you've been watching Big Brother for a year or 2 years, whatever, however long, you know that as soon as you give your vote, you
you out.
get up out.
Yes.
But he
Thank
just
your
said that.
mama, your cousin, happy birthday to your auntie, and you leave out.
How did they get him out? Like they had to move everything.
That's what I know. Julie said thank you again. She said twice, but it was a pause between that. And I always thought it was somebody in there, like a producer or somebody was saying, okay, but I guess not. I guess it's just Julie and them. But he just sat there. So I felt bad. And I don't know, some people are BB fans and they know the game left and right. He may not be that much of a fan. Like he may not know how it's played. And because somebody else, was it Luke who didn't know? And somebody else.
So before you bring somebody on a show like this, okay, so this is my assumption. This is what I have always assumed about Big Brother because we only see it once a year. And as a result, what I'm thinking is, oh, okay, they know what games they want to play. They're testing those games out all throughout the year to make certain that it works. Like they have their producers play the game, da 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 da. But if you're gonna bring somebody on who's deaf, you need to bring somebody who's deaf to play the game so that you can anticipate things like this.
Yes, to role play or somebody that deals with deaf people on a daily basis to say, okay, this is not going to work. Because we'll get into this probably next time. But tonight's, like in the live feeds, they kept alluding to the veto competition
Right.
being bad for him.
Right.
And I mean, the show's on now, but I saw basically it's a headphone DJ.
Right.
And I did get through Matt's and it went smoothly, like he didn't have any problem, but clearly there was an issue. But anyway, we'll talk about that more next week, I guess. But anyway, Kirsten was evicted, 13-0, unanimous. And I don't know what she thought, but did you hear her heart? Like whenever she hugged everybody, her heart was like dum 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 dum. I was like, oh, poor thing. And she seemed like a nice person. She just gunned it too hard.
She was trying to play too fast. She was just trying to play
too fast and not as good at it. Like you have to be really good and cunning or whatever. But
anyway, we in our heads we all think we're the best, right?
Yeah. So she was surprised because she had a good relationship with people and people had promised her their vote.
Look, let me tell you one thing that I know about watching this game. You don't trust nobody. Everybody lying to you.
Right. Okay, everybody told you getting a vote. That's a clear sign. Oh my gosh. But she said she felt betrayed by Cirie and she was kind of shocked that Cirie and Jared were family members. And they must be really doing a good job of keeping that because she was shocked. She said the only thing she thought about was when, what did he say they called him, Jay Breezy or something on the football field. And Cirie's son is also called.
She said it happened like about an hour before the eviction.
Yeah. But as far as I know, no one caught onto that.
So Jay Breezy, like how? Okay, so I've never known anyone to have the nickname Jay Breezy. So how often does that happen? Like, come on, like you could just look at their eyes, look at their mouths.
And
I be paying attention to shit like that.
I'm trying to imagine, like, okay, we know, like, let's say if they didn't tell us and we were watching a show, I'm trying to think, would I know that or would I? Because I'm trying to think, like, to me, it's clear, like, oh my gosh, they look just alike, but maybe if they were both on the show, would
Michelle, let
I
me tell you
even
something.
think about it? Huh?
Let me tell you something. I have I have analyzed your face and I've compared it to mine. I've analyzed Orlando's face and compared it to mine. I've analyzed Capriva's face and compared it to mine. I'm just saying that's what I don't know. Maybe I'm I don't know. I'm messed up in
Yeah.
the head somewhere.
Oh my God. But yeah, so we may have picked it up, but it is funny that nobody has even said anything like, man, y'all kind of look alike or whatever. I think somebody thought that Felicia, like, wouldn't it be funny if that was your mom? You know, and so I think he started calling her Mama Felicia and
Yeah.
stuff or whatever. So yeah. But in the Sundays episode for HOH, they have the house. It's like a scary verse HOH competition, and they're all trying to do their best scary acting with their facial expressions. Some are better than others, but basically they give clues, and you have to go to these different areas to, or the scary verse another person will get you. And so they all go one by one, and are, well, actually in groups, are knocked off. It's kind of a corny competition, but anyway, I thought out of just everything, okay, Felicia, did she say she was 62 or 63? She's
62,
in
I
her
believe.
60s. And she ran pretty good to me. Like, did you notice her running off and then running into I thought she ran pretty good. She can run better than me. I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, Hisam and Jared are the last two.
Jared is so
Jared
funny.
overcovered it, but like, oh my gosh.
I just remember the number 4.
Right. And he's celebrating like, I got this. Oh my gosh, I'm the HOH. Like he had won already. And yeah, he didn't even notice that the other door had a 4 in it too, but he didn't even read the other thing. So anyway, he lost and ended up going to the nether region. But it was just so funny. He was celebrating. Yeah. But Heisem wins or whatever. And so the professors are all celebrating in the storage room because, that's what you do. And the other side is scared now because, somebody from their side didn't win. Now, Heisem has been an interesting HOH through these feeds because they're not showing it on the show, but
Heisem.
Yes, okay, he's a doctor, and
I don't know why I thought he was a psychologist. Something in me told me that he was a psychologist, but clearly he can't be no psychologist.
Clearly, well, they claim that those people need they need one.
They need the most help.
Yeah, so maybe I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. I know he's a doctor, but the way he talks to people, it's like he'll give them bad news or stuff, but he tries to make it sound like it's great.
You know what? He must be an oncologist. They deal with cancer patients all the time. Because oncologists, look, they don't know how to talk to people at all. They make you want to beat them, like literally.
Because they have to. I mean, they can't get emotional about it because that's what they do all day, every day.
They get mean about it.
Oh, really?
Mean.
Oh.
Like, hold up. I need to process the information that you're telling me. You're talking too fast, number one. You're telling me what to do, number two. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do.
Well, knock on wood, but the only oncologist that I've encountered, my aunt, she got sick, and it was like really, it was like a month before she passed away. They weren't quite sure what happened. She had this aggressive, it was almost like a blood type of cancer or whatever, and they had the whole family on the line to call in to like update us, and he was just like, Cece, they call her Cece. Cece's gonna die within a few days. Like he just said it just like that or whatever. And we were like, wait a minute, what? So, but he wasn't mean about it. It was just very matter of fact type of thing. But yeah.
I don't like him. Maybe it's because this was in Louisiana and it was a white man and he was talking to a whole bunch of black people. And I don't know if it was me or my uncle, and we were just like, wait, stop. We're college educated. Don't talk to us like that.
Oh, probably me and talking down. That is different. They weren't talking down, but it was just very matter of fact. It wasn't like, let me hold your hand. It was just like very I mean, we were all on the phone, but in any case, so he might be. We'll see. I have to see. I can't remember if I wrote down where he was, but in any case, he has a way, and he's rubbing people the wrong way in the house. So it's interesting. But anyway, Jared had to go to the nether regions, and he when he comes back, um, well, let me see. He has to nominate somebody else. So he ends up nominating, I don't know if this which show it was, but he nominated
Yeah.
Jag to go. And yeah, but anyway, Hisam, he's targeting Riley because Riley straight up told him these people are interested in this season. Like, I don't know, I mean, you gotta lie in Big Brother, and nobody's lying really. Because she was like, I heard you were targeting me. Yeah.
But is it too soon? I feel like, they've kicked things up. Like normally we gotta wait till week 3, week 4 even before like things get like real salacious. But nah, they're in overdrive already.
Yes, y'all gonna be tired. Y'all got 100 days. So, but we're enjoying it because the game has started, honey. It has started.
Every minute. Every minute.
So Riley, of course, is freaking out. And Jared is like playing both sides or whatever. And so let me see. Hisam is targeting at this point Matt, Riley, and Cameron. He hasn't really decided who, but Riley is the target. And he ends up at the end of the day nominating Riley and Cameron. So that's kind of where we left off on Sunday. And so yeah, so that's what we are. Of course, tonight, is the veto competition and everything. And during this whole time, as far as this is, I guess, spoiler alerts or whatever, you're like, oh. So everyone is basically on target to vote Riley out because it's just like, hey, this is an easy vote. We don't want to upset Hisam. She's on the other side. She has numbers if she stays, even though they don't really care for Cameron. They haven't really showed the crazy side of Cameron on the show, but on the live feeds, he's a little not crazy, but weird.
Explain.
So I can't think of who it was that said, I think it might have been Kirsten that said he gave her serial killer vibes. And that's what he gives. He's that kind of weird. Like if somebody said that Cameron, shot up the school, you wouldn't be shocked. You wouldn't be like, not Cameron. I'd have been like, okay. And I don't know if it was on Twitter that somebody was like, I know Cameron in real life. And basically he's like a deadbeat. Because he said he divorced, or he was divorced or going through a divorce, and he had his daughter on the show. I don't know if you remember when they was introducing it, made it seem like he was a great dad. He was like, he barely see them kids. He left his wife basically broke, and she lost the house. They lost the house. I mean, it was like a mess that he's like living with his parents and crazy kind of stuff. And he has this weird relationship with Riley because I think he likes her and is attracted to her, but he wants her to see him as her dad or something like that. It's very weird. Yeah. It's weird. He was like, look at me like your dad or whatever. And even during her HOH, he was like giving her advice. I don't know. It's almost like he would, I don't know if it's called gaslighting, but like tell her something to make her upset and then try to console her about something. It's like, not that he will make up something, but it will be like scenarios that will make her upset and then try to console her. It's weird. Him. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, so everybody's down for voting out Riley. And I think it was Siri. I can't think of who started it, but they started thinking like maybe we should get Cameron out and all this kind of stuff. So they spent like half the day yesterday convincing everybody in the house that would vote, to vote Cameron out and keep Riley. So of course, it's not hard to convince Jag, Blue, and all that side, but she was convincing her side to vote, keep Riley and vote Cameron. And then all of a sudden, I guess they had an epiphany that maybe we shouldn't do it. And so when I started watching the live feeds last night, it was like her and Izzy like running themselves crazy, going through all the scenarios of what should we do? Should we keep them? Should we not? I mean, they're going back and forth. And then they're talking to different people, and the people like, what?
By the way, by the way, Izzy crazy ass.
Oh my gosh.
That one is crazy.
She is crazy. I mean, she's fun to watch, but she crazy.
And that's why she's fun to watch, because she's crazy. That girl, like, she from 0 to 100, and like, and you still stuck on stupid. Like, why are you even mad about this?
Right.
I don't even understand.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. She's something else. Something else. And I got to see Jared really. I don't know. I think I'm just not a Jared fan right now. Because everything he does like irritates me. I'm like, why are you talking to her like that? I'm like, why? I don't know. It's not that he talks bad, but it's almost like he knows he has his mom in the game, so it gives him almost that confidence he had at that door. Like he already got it. That's how he talks to people. Like, I don't know. It's not arrogant. It's just overly confident, and I don't know. I'm not a fan, so let me not.
So I heard that he had a conversation with Blue, and he basically told Blue that, if the two of them went to the club together, all eyes would be on him and not
Yes.
on her.
Yes. I'm like, Jared, you need to look. I mean, he's not ugly, but my eyes will not be on him. I mean, I'm just saying, my eyes would be on Blue more, even for her hair, like, and just she looks exotic. So I'll be looking at Blue before I look at him in general. And I'm just like, and then I think he was trying to flirt, right?
Yeah, he was. He was. Like, how that's gonna get somebody?
That explains why he dates this and not this.
Oh,
Okay?
he only dates white chicks?
I don't know if he only does, but remember when what's his name said the N word? He was just like, "Yeah, my girl, I was dating a white girl and something." He was like explaining how white people get more upset about the N word than black people, or something like situations. And then he's attracted to Blue, and well, Mimi is married, but I don't know if he tried to holler at Kirsten or not. So I don't know, but it's giving me that. It's giving me that. He mentioned that before. They live in Connecticut, right? So I'm sure it's not a lot. I don't know. Probably not a lot to choose from up there, but I don't want to stereotype Connecticut because I've never really been there.
Well,
But,
I've been, and yes, there are quite a lot of black folk that live in
okay.
Connecticut, and
So,
Connecticut is not that large. So even if even if you can't find anybody in Connecticut, I mean, there's Delaware, there's a whole bunch of places, and a
and
lot
it's
of
not
those
far from
states
New
are really
York,
small.
right? Yeah.
It's not that far from New York. It's not that
Yeah.
far.
So that's that. So I don't know where they left off, like if they're on the Raleigh train or what. And so I think they must have told Riley that they're going to try to convince people to keep her. And I saw a scene where Siri was telling Riley, like, people are changing their minds now. She would say people. She was like, who? And she was like, everybody. When it really isn't everybody, it's really her and Izzy. And what I was gonna say about Mimi is she's hilarious because it's like when she's with them, she'd be like, like talking, but when she get by herself, she be like, y'all gotta get Riley. I don't know, it's just funny, her scenes by herself. They're funny. But I know you wanted to do something a little interesting tonight with the Haggle books.
So there was a particular scene on on the lives where where Hisam found out that Cameron considered himself to be a member of the Hufflepuffs,
Oh, okay.
which is part of Harry Potter and all of that.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, well, you know what? Let's rate these characters into the four houses.
You know what?
And
I'm glad you said that because I remember them saying that he considered himself one of the Hufflepuff, and I just kind of went past and I was like, I don't know what that is. But let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So, everybody is, well, okay. So let's, Michelle, we'll start with you first.
No,
Or do you want me to go
first.
first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go
All right.
first.
I don't even know if I can do this.
Oh, okay. Oh, if you can, will it not let you drag them in the
Okay.
live?
Well, let's see. This is not working. Okay.
What did it do?
So I can do it like this. I can
Okay.
do it like this. All right. So give me a name.
let's start with Izzy.
Izzy, crazy self. All
Izzy.
right, so Izzy is actually a hard one.
So, hmm. Okay. I would say, would she be a Hufflepuff?
That's exactly where I was about to put her. I would put
Okay.
her because she's extremely dedicated, a little
Yes.
crazy, but she's extremely dedicated
Yeah.
to the
And
group.
seems loyal. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
At least to
mhm,
this point. Okay.
mhm. Give
I
us a
just look
look.
at these pictures. We go with Bowie, which I don't really know a lot about Bowie. They haven't really on the live show for sure. I mean, on the show, they haven't really showed much about her. And um even the live feeds that I've seen haven't gotten much from her.
So I would put her with Ravenclaw because she seems to be, based on what I've seen, which, as
Intelli.
you've said, is not a lot. She seems to be very witty, so I
Okay.
put her with Ravenclaw. Hmm,
Okay.
hmm, hmm.
I can go with that for her.
Okay, and
Um
another.
Hisam.
Okay, so let me move some of these people out the way. So Hyson is Slytherin
Okay.
because I think he's stupid.
um yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to think out of the other ones. Um yeah. Yeah, I have to go with Slytherin too.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
For Hisam.
Hyson. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll give him Slytherin. Mama Felicia.
Mama Felicia. Okay. So I would say she is Gryffindor
I was
because
gonna say that too.
it takes a strong person at her age to do what she's doing.
Hmm.
And more than just being courageous and brave, I really do think that I think that she's smart as well. So
Hmm.
she could probably have been in Hufflepuff, but when I think of her, I think of someone who's very brave.
And then the Gryffindors are leaders too, right?
Yeah, they
And I
are.
feel like so it's interesting because so there's leaders that say I'm the leader and they try to put themselves as a leader, and then there are leaders that people kind of respect and go to. I don't know. I feel like people respect her, they like her, and they will go to her for things. So I agree with Gryffindor. All
Hmm.
right, Riley is who I see next. Riley.
Okay. Riley, right here. Um, this is very interesting. Let me
Mhm.
see. Friends and loved ones. I am going to say Hufflepuff. And the reason I'm going to say that is because there were several times when people tried to create new alliances, and she was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Why don't we add Matt?"
Mhm.
So, that makes her loyal to me.
Okay. Now I'm thinking I was thinking Gryffindor because or door whatever because I don't know, to me like to tell somebody that you're gonna vote and that maybe that's not but I just see her as kind of brave and courageous, like to be able to like um I don't know, say yeah, I targeted you or whatever. I don't know. And maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. But anyway, that's what I'll say for her.
Okay.
Blue.
Blue. Um, I'm just gonna put it with Ravenclaw because the
Yeah.
colors fit.
I was thinking Ravenclaw too, because she does seem um a little witty. And I don't know, seems like she might. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just throw her with Ravenclaw too. Who is this? Oh, America. Our logo's over America.
Ooh, okay, so that's another hard one for me.
Hmm.
When I think of her, what do I think? Intelligent, she might be. Well, I mean, she's got to be. Um, let me see. Dedicated. I haven't seen that side of her yet. Brave and courageous. I'm gonna say Ravenclaw.
Okay. Um, now, I was thinking between Hufflepuff. Okay, so what I know about America is really from like the hard work and dedication. Like she came from family of immigrants, got her degrees and stuff like that. That's why I was thinking hard work and dedication to do that. And then I don't know where this will fall, but I just remember her being very encouraging to Kirsten, even though she was going to vote her out. She was just like, "No, you can do this. It's not over yet. You know, you can still fight." So I don't know. I guess it's not loyal, but she was encouraging. So I don't know what that is. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Red.
Red. Okay, so I would say that red is a Gryffindor. And the reason I say that is because number one, they're afraid of red. They're afraid of what he can do in challenges. He seems to be a stand-up guy. People
Mm-hmm.
seem to like him, but yet they're still afraid of his potential game. And so that's why I would say Gryffindor for him.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'll have to go with that too, only because he doesn't fit the other ones for me. I was trying to fit him in something else. He doesn't seem, not that he doesn't seem intelligent, but I haven't seen that side of him on the show yet. They haven't broadcast that, and um, yeah. All right. Are we doing Kirsten and not worried about her since she gone?
Okay, so then let me delete him.
Oh, okay. Jag.
Jag. I would say that he is a Gryffindor. Well, hold up, wait a minute. He could be a Gryffindor, or he could also be a Ravenclaw. Let me
I
see.
was thinking Ravenclaw for him because he, it's like I think he's always thinking, always trying to be strategic. It may not be, I think it would work if it wasn't for Jared. So Jared is passing information that he's saying to everybody else. But if there was no Jared, then I feel like his plans and his thoughts would work because he has good ideas and things that would work in a normal game. But if everybody's loyal to you, so I think about the intelligence and wittiness. He's kind of funny and he tries to, as far as with his Sikh culture, I don't know, but that's what I think for him.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll go with Ravenclaw.
Okay, Jared.
Jared. He's Slytherin.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Slytherin too.
Are you saying Slytherin because of how he handled the N word?
Exactly. Yes, Slytherin. Okay, let's go to his mama.
I'll say, but hold on a minute. I say he's Slytherin only because I don't think that his game is the best that it could possibly be. I do think that he's making a lot of mistakes, and I think that if his mom were not in the game, people probably would have been focused in on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she kind of helps that, and I mean he's helped her as
Hmm.
well because
No doubt.
got
No doubt.
information, so they're helping each other. But I don't know how long it's gonna last because as soon as I think she'll be fine without him, I don't know if he'll be fine without her. But
I agree. I agree with that assessment.
Slytherin. Okay, I can't see some people. So Siri, I think I'm missing. Have we done
Okay.
her?
Siri. Oh, you can't see Siri?
Well, no, I can't see your whole screen anyway. But
Oh,
I'm
you don't see
looking
the
at
screen. Oh, I took the Lord Jesus.
Oh, I thought you did it because you couldn't slide them.
Well, I thought you could still see.
Oh no.
Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So Siri.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Gryffindor for her.
Gryffindor?
Yes.
Okay. And why is that?
I think she's definitely a leader. People see her as a leader. I don't think she's necessarily loyal, but ooh, maybe Ravenclaw. Now that I think about it, because
Ravenclaw?
she, it's between Gryffindor and Ravenclaw. The only thing that's keeping me from um, Gryffindor is the loyal thing. But I definitely feel like she's a leader. She's brave and courageous and things like that. She's willing to take risk in the game, but yeah. So I will. Yeah, we can. Oh, you think she's Hufflepuff?
Yeah, I do. I think that she's hardworking, and I think that she's dedicated, and she's definitely dedicated to her son, dedicated to winning,
Mhm.
and she is putting in the work.
Okay. All right. So Cameron.
Who? I don't know. Based on some of the things that you said today, I think I'm going to have to put Cameron
Slytherin.
into Slytherin.
Yeah, going to the Slytherins, Cameron. Okay. Corey. I'm starting to like Corey.
I don't know a whole lot about Corey, to be very honest with you. But what I do get from him is I get that the boy is pretty smart.
Hmm.
And so I'm going to put him there.
Yeah. So he has the ears of both sides of the house. Like he's kind of playing both sides like Jared.
Hmm.
And I feel like both sides kind of know it too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, it just almost seems like they kind of know it, but like just hearing him think out loud, like try to talk Izzy down, like I don't know, try to like, talk through scenarios to kind of make her think about, okay, think about this, think about that, or whatever. I don't know. That's why I was thinking he would be um uh Ravenclaw, maybe. Intelligent knowledge. Yeah. I don't know about the witty, but okay, my girl Mimi, and I also found out she's well, my soror, my
Really?
cousin who watches the show. She said that Mimi was a Delta. Ooh,
Okay.
Mimi.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
So what's the best of the best? The Gryffindor for me.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, let me see. Okay, I feel like she is definitely witty because she's hilarious. She's also I feel like she's intelligent. Like she's thinking through. What she's not doing is like showing everybody. Like it's almost like she's letting them do all the talking or whatever. And she may end up voting the way the house votes, but she's like, and then this, like, think like stuff that she should probably tell them because it may get them thinking, like, okay, this is what y'all need to do. But Ravenclaw, maybe Ravenclaw for her.
Oh, Ravenclaw.
Well, I was thinking best of the best for the only because I do feel like as far as because she's the one that's like graduated early and in the White House and all that kind of stuff or whatever or political.
Hmm.
So I feel like that part is the Gryffindor. The only part that was making me think about it was the bravery and courage part because um she didn't say what she had to say in front of the people. She just left the hilariousness for us. So
Okay.
somewhere between the two.
So which one?
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw? Okay.
Yeah.
So I said Ravenclaw as well. And let me tell
Okay.
you why. So it's very similar to what you were talking about, right?
Mhm.
Sent to back. All right. So what would happen was people would come to her, they would tell her stuff and she would do her best to try to dissuade them. And yes, when they would leave, she was very, very upset. And so basically, the reason I said that it's a Ravenclaw for her is because she's very focused on what she knows has to happen.
Mhm.
Everyone else is waffling because it's almost as if they've forgotten what Big Brother is and what tends to happen. So
Yeah.
she's dedicated, right?
Mhm.
And yeah, that's why for me she's Ravenclaw.
Okay. I can agree with that. And then Matt. Mm, is there one that's can he just be in the middle? Like no, because I don't think he's bad. I don't put him bad. I don't think he's Gryffindor. I don't think he's Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. Let me see. Well, except for maybe he seems loyal to Riley. That's it.
So loyal, so that means
Um, but I don't think he's a leader. The only thing I've seen about him was the loyalty, and he just seems like a nice guy. But I don't know where that puts him. I haven't seen any hard work or dedication per se, or intelligence. Not that he doesn't have it. I just haven't seen it.
so I'm just gonna put him here.
No, don't put him in. Definitely not the Slytherin. Anywhere but the Slytherin.
The way you reacted about that. So then Hufflepuff?
It could be a Hufflepuff. That's fine.
Hufflepuff.
Yes.
Only because we don't know what else to do with him.
Yeah, and he meets one of those. He's loyal to his friends.
Okay, yeah, he
Yeah,
could be with Riley.
Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. Now I gotta go watch Harry Potter, see what I'm talking about.
Yes, you should.
I think I
Yes, you
tried to
should.
watch one of them a long time ago, and I don't know what happened. If I just stopped or what, because I don't remember anything about it. I remember them being in a school.
Right.
Maybe that's where I stopped.
Well, you know what? I think it's interesting that everyone that's in Slytherin is a man.
Mm,
I think that's interesting. I
yeah.
think that the people that we thought are smart are mostly women.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Who run the
Um,
world?
people who we thought were hardworking. You know, this is the first time that I'm realizing it's more women than
Oh,
men.
the men. Ah, that is true. Two, three, four, five, six. Is it? Hold up.
They
Mm.
got rid of one. There were 17 people in the house, right?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it is definitely.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. So
They
there
must
you have
really
it.
be trying to get the yeah. If a woman doesn't win, that's gonna be tough.
So it would. So then the question is, why is it that every year they try to have like a women's alliance?
Mhm.
Why is it that they didn't do that this year? Do you think?
Well, the bad bees, the bye bye bees, they're all women, so that's an alliance. But then they added that layer of the professors, where they added on Hisam and
Oh, that's
Red and all
true. I
that. So they
forgot
do
about
have
that.
that kind of.
They don't talk about them as much. I mean, we see them, but they don't
Mhm.
talk about them as much. So I
Yes,
forgot
together,
about that.
which could be a good thing. Um, yeah,
So then, why are they trying to get rid of so many women?
I don't think the bye bye bees are thinking like, oh, we're pro women, that type of thing. It's more these women like let one of us win versus if you're not in with us, then you can go. And also, I mean, even if they're thinking women, Riley is partnering with all these guys, and so that I don't know.
So then that begs the question: is it really a? I mean, yes, it's women in the alliance, but is
Mhm.
it really a female alliance? If the reason for creating the alliance was not about being women, but we cool with each other.
Yeah, it's just like let's form something because the other people they got something going on, so we got to do something. So yeah, I don't think it was purposeful. Like how they actually used to say like we need an all women alliance because blah blah blah. They didn't go in it like that, saying let's be an all women alliance. So yeah, that may not be their top goal to make. I think they want a woman to win because they're women, but I don't think it was specifically formed for that purpose. So yeah, so we'll
Okay.
see.
Well, there you have it. We're gonna look back and we're gonna see
Yeah.
who wins. Will it
We
be
need to
Hufflepuff?
shift.
Will it be Ravenclaw? Will it be Gryffindor? Or will it
Okay.
be Slytherin?
Yes.
As always, thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to kiss the subscribe button, click on the like button, share us on all your social media, nibble on the notification button, and make love to our senses in the comments. Until
Yes.
next time, see y'all.